I just watched John Wick Chapter 2, and my verdict is that it's pretty cool. It's, definitely pretty good. I'm not gonna start with the characters. Well, I'm gonna start with the characters. John Wick, and that'll lead me into what I wanted to talk about, and that's his kills. He kills 135 people in this movie, plus the 86 he killed in the last movie, so, do the math. You'll get there. You're a math whiz, I know, yeah. So that means he's killed over 200 people in just 2 movies. Yeah, and then within, the first scene, he kills, 6 or 8 people in the first action scene. But in the next action scene, he kills, 20 within, the first little bit of it. But yeah, John Wick's the same badass he was the last movie. No change, no nothing. His house gets blown up, and he still has the other dog, and it doesn't die. I don't think it ever dies, but yeah. The villains. These will be the last good villains until the 4th movie. The French guy, I don't know. He's, I think he's Italian. The Italian guy who John Wick ends up killing in the Continental and gets excommunicadoed. I hate it when I get avocadoed. But, yeah, and so he's not cool, he's a good villain. He's a good antagonist a good antagonist. John Wick antagonists are never tough. They are just they're just there to throw shit at John Wick. And they do. Of course, there's always that tough bad guy, which is in the form of a woman. The last good female bad guy, because I don't think the 4th one has a female bad guy. It breaks the traditions of almost everything. But yeah, this female bad guy doesn't infuriate me like the next one. You will see how angry I will get over that fucking John Wick 3 villain. I do not like John Wick 3 very much. I mean, the woman is not all of it. But she's pretty cool. She speaks sign language, so I think she's mute. Is what the thing is. I don't think she's not deaf. She can definitely hear. She just can't talk. Therefore, she speaks with sign language, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Then there's another guy, some bald guy. He looks almost like Mr. Garvey. Not quite. No, he looks not Mr. Garvey. Mr. T. It would be a bit of a better description. He looks a lot more like Mr. T. He looks nothing like Mr. Garvey, but Mr. T. He definitely looks like that guy. But, he's cool. He fights John Wick, gets stabbed, left in a train, dies presumably. Then, the manager, who is always in, is there, and he's there. He does his stuff. He's always just there most of the time. Except for, no, I think even in 3, he's still just there. He doesn't really do anything. But, yeah. Oh, no. In the 3rd one, he does shoot John Wick. That's right, off the roof. Okay, so it doesn't do anything except for in the 3rd one. And has the coolest line in the 4th one, like I said in the last one. You idiot. He didn't shoot. And then John Wick fucking shoots him. I'm getting way ahead of myself with this franchise because I'm so excited for the 4th one. The 4th one's fucking awesome. But, yeah. The desk guy is in this movie. And he's still not getting any action until the next movie. He's not, shooting anybody like he does in the next one. But, yeah, he's fucking awesome. Best character in the franchise. Best character in the action movie genre. Just no one else compares. But, yeah. The story of this, it's pretty simple, just like the first one. Not as simple as the first one, but still simple. This guy hires him to go kill his sister in Rome, France. It's not France, it's Italy, dummy. But, yeah. He goes to Rome, then there's some problems, shootout happens, and now after that, he has to go hunt the guy down because he betrayed him. He blew up his house, nearly blew up his dog, tried to kill him several times. So it's time for him to go. But yeah, it's simple. But what's bonkers about this movie? I said this movie's bonkers. What's bonkers about this movie is like 1 in every 3 people are assassins. Like you remember that? You remember when you were walking in New York and you saw that woman playing the violin? Yeah, that woman was an assassin. Do you remember when you walked down into the train station and you walked by this homeless guy sitting on the sitting there and he's like begging for change? Yeah, that guy was an assassin. Do you remember that waiter that gave you that meal at Applebee's in the New York? Well, guess what? That guy was an assassin. And if you could remember the hotel manager you saw at the Motel 6, then I hate to tell you this, but that guy was an assassin. I know this is a lot to take in. It's kind of sad to hear that old lady that lived down the street from where you were, from the friend you were visiting in New York, she was an assassin. But yeah, it's a lot to take in. I know almost everybody's an assassin. 33% of our country is an assassin. It's very hard to take in. Oh, either that or every other. So therefore, 50% of our country is assassins. But yeah, so yeah, I hate to tell you that. But yeah, and also the bunker scene is at the end. Oh, I forgot about a character. Lawrence Fishburne's in this movie. He plays this kind of bird man. He's not a bird man. He just loves birds. He takes care of birds. He lives in the sewers and he takes care of birds. He lives like near a bridge and he takes care of birds. That's his character. And he's Lawrence Fishburne, and therefore he is awesome. Because I haven't seen Lawrence Fishburne in many movies, but I know he's awesome. Because anybody who teaches Neo from The Matrix is awesome. So he's beginning to believe. Also crazy. Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne in 2 different franchises. But whatever. I think that's about it. I'll give this movie a 7 out of 10. Not as good as the first one, but I think I give the last one an 8 out of 10, right? I'm gonna say I gave it an 8 out of 10. If I didn't, well, that's my opinion now. It changed. It's an 8 out of 10. And this one's a 7 out of 10. Because it's good. It's not decent, it's good. Unlike the next one. Because a lot of it feels useless. And the villain is aggravating. Yeah. Not much else to say about this movie except for I like this one. I like this one a lot. Also, counting the deaths in these movies is so goddamn hard because I'm going back and forth from the phone, making sure I, mark these down. And how, if you've ever seen the John Wick movies, you know how damn rapidly he's killing these guys. He's just bam, 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 and bam, and bam. Like, every second he's killing a guy. So sometimes you gotta estimate. Well, let's see. He fired a few shots there, so he definitely killed someone there. Oh, and he fired a few shots again. So I'm gonna add another one. Yeah, it's one of the hardest things. But anyway, I think that's all for this time. If you enjoyed this review, leave a like, leave a comment. And I will see you next time.